Hours from now, the Justice Committee will be meeting on Parliament Hill. This is the next step in the SNC-Lavalin scandal that has been consuming federal politics for weeks. Still unclear if, when, and what we'll hear from former Attorney General Jody Wilson-Raybould.
I understand fully that Canadians want to know the truth and want transparency. Privilege and confidentiality are not mine to waive, and I hope that I have the opportunity to speak my truth.
So that was her latest comment on the affair, just moments before a motion for a public inquiry into the alleged political interference by the government was defeated. Joining me now with analysis on the ongoing story is the Globe and Mail's Laura Stone. Laura, thanks for being here. Thanks. We need daily updates because this changes so quickly on the ground. Meanwhile, your colleague Bob Fife at the Globe and Mail, who's been the tip of the spear on this story, has a new headline today. What's the story today?
That's right. Bob Fife and Steve Chase, who have been leading the charge on the story. We have a full-page front page today, and we are reporting what Jody Wilson-Raybould told the cabinet this week when she asked to meet with her former colleagues in cabinet. She reportedly told them that it was inappropriate for officials in the Prime Minister's office to press her on SNC-Lavalin. This bolsters our original reporting, of course, which said that she was pressed to interfere in some way in this case. Of course, the most significant moment that we saw yesterday was that clip of Jody Wilson-Raybould in the House saying that she does want to speak her truth. I mean, that just shows that she does want to tell her story, but she is hampered somewhat by this solicitor-client privilege issue.
Meanwhile, the Justice Committee is meeting today, not in camera, on camera rather.
Televised.
Televised. Who's going to be speaking and what do we expect to hear?
Well, it's that original witness list that the Liberal-dominated committee proposed. We've got Michael Wernick. He's the clerk of the Privy Council office. We also have the current Attorney General, David Lametti, who is going to be speaking to this issue of solicitor-client privilege. But this is going to be quite a broad overview of the role of the Attorney General. I'm sure the opposition will try to press Lametti on how to waive solicitor-client privilege, but he's been very cautious in his comments so far.
Can we read between the lines on another part of this issue where Jody Wilson-Raybould, still in caucus, speaking to cabinet, standing up as a Liberal member of Parliament, the Prime Minister publicly apologizing for allowing her name to be raked through the mud. What do you make of this? What do you make of these overtures?
Well, it's really interesting, right? Because Jody Wilson-Raybould has not disassociated herself from the Liberal Party. She still even sits on the front bench. So she clearly does want to be a Liberal MP, but she is described as a very ethical, moral person, and she is a trained lawyer. So of course she takes her role as the former Attorney General very seriously, and she legitimately is saying she cannot speak, she cannot tell her side of the story until that privilege is waived.
Laura, thank you so much for filling in some of the blanks for us this morning. We appreciate it. This is an ongoing story, so we'll be leaning on you again very, very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.